Greetings, 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 and welcome to I Reasoning. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, 2024. We've made it, finally. Give thanks to the Almighty, the Creator, to our ancestors, to friends and family, that we've made it to the other side, you know. And I'm being serious, man. Yeah, we made it to the other side. I went to a 9 night the other day. One of my friend's mum didn't make it, so it just shows you it's a serious thing, man. So you have to give thanks and praises for every day that we get up. We gotta appreciate it. You know what I mean? We only realize that when shit hit the fan, innit? Yeah, that's only when you start praying and being thankful. Oh, God help me here, this and that. That's the only time that happens. Sorry. Oh, just moving some stuff there. Yeah, that's the only time you start life for what it is. So yeah, we have to give thanks, you know what I mean? But I'm thankful and grateful. Yeah, we're back on the air. This is our first I Reasoning. Our first Sunday of the month, really, isn't it? For this reasoning. So yeah, we're thankful and grateful, man. Give thanks. That's why we start the show. So we give thanks. We give thanks for life. We give thanks for breath. We give thanks for family. Give thanks for friends and, you know, enemies, they say. Give thanks for everything, man. Our children, you know, mom, dad, everything. Just give thanks. Give thanks. Start the day with gratitude. We appreciate everything that we have, and we're thankful for the things to come. So yeah, so gratitude for 2024. Give thanks. So that's how we start our show. So welcome to I Reasoning. Once again, words of Salongo, and we're back, starting the year in a positive way. You know, blessings and abundance to everybody. We pray that you have a blessed and wonderful year, and you started in the right track. You know, some of us has gone back to work. Some of my friends are starting work next week. This is in London anyway. I started work on Tuesday. So after the bank holiday, straight to work. But the 9 night I went to was on Monday. So a lot of people don't know what 9 night is. I know it as a Caribbean thing, but I don't know. I'm learning as well. So 9 nights, from my understanding, is like for 9 days you're basically you're giving like praises, if you want to use that word there, or honoring the person that's passed away. So for 9 nights you'll just be drinking, having a laugh, partying, having food. Not everyone does it. And I'm gonna have that conversation actually. Not everyone does it. Some people don't do it, but some people do it, or some people have 1 day, you know what I mean, on it. So yeah, so some people, yeah, I think when I was in Guyana, I think we did it for 9 nights in a row. I say it depends where you are in this country. Not everyone does it, but some people do. But so that's 9 nights. So we had that on Monday that just went, and I think that his mum's gonna be cremated next week Friday. Yeah. So I'll be attending that, but I've got to go work, so I'll just pop in for a bit, and then I'll head off to work. And then I think they're having like a gathering afterwards later on in the night. So I might, because I finish work about 7ish, I might pass down to that. But let's see how things goes anyway. But so that's a little information about 9 night. Yeah, for me, I'm back on my training. Monday mucked me up because of the bank holiday. The gym was shut, so we couldn't train basically. So I started back officially on Tuesday. It felt good because I actually missed the gym, man. I really missed the gym, man, because this Christmas period, the days I needed to train was all on the holidays, man. So it just completely mucked up my training. But I really missed it. I really, really, really missed it. So it felt hard. I won't lie to you. It felt hard. It was a challenge, yeah, having that long break. But sometimes you need that break. But I really miss my gym. The gym, to me, people who really know me, my gym is my wife. Yeah, man. That's my wife. I go to the gym to make love to my wife, and I enjoy it, and she enjoys it. So yeah, I really missed her, man. I really, I really missed her. So it was good that we had quality time together again. So yeah, so so I'm looking forward to seeing her tomorrow because I think it's here Monday, innit? I just saw her on Tuesday and Thursday, so yeah, yeah, man. The gym is my wife, man. I missed her really. I'm in love with her. I love her. So yeah, yeah, she's part of me. So any woman I'm with, she yo, she be like, "What, you cheating on me with the gym?" Yeah, like that's my wife, man. She's the first and the last. Yeah, man. She will always be there for me, man. The gym is to me is something good. That's you have to make it fun for yourself. Um, Even though it's challenge, it's for me the gym is a relationship, isn't it? Like you have a relationship with your partner, isn't it? Your child, your mom, your friends. You have your ups and downs, you know what I mean? But find something that you like and stick with it. So we've been on and off. How long have I been with her? About 20 something years. I've been on and off, you know. I've been on and off, but that's how long I've been going gym. 20 plus something years, man, on and off. The only time that mucks me up is when I travel or I'm abroad. I don't really have access to it, and because what I'm doing abroad and stuff like that, I don't have the time. But yeah, I've put some things in place to help me out. But yeah, that's what mucks me up. But apart from that, it's part of me. You got to make exercising fun for you. You have to get to that level where it's fun, like you miss it, and it's part of who you are. Because health is wealth, isn't it? Your real wealth is your health. It's not money. We work hard for money, and then we use the money to help with our health. You know what I mean? So, no, make fitness or exercise part of who you are, because it will give you that little bit. It boosts your self-confidence. I mean, that's one of the reasons I do it. Self-confidence, self-esteem. You know, you feel good when you put on your clothes. You look good, and yeah, it just makes you, keeps you young, fit. As with your bones, there's a lot of positive things that comes from doing that exercise. You know what I mean? So that's why this week I'm looking forward to doing that. And I've bulked up as well. I've gone quite bulky. People who haven't, some of my friends that have seen me, and people who haven't seen me for a long time, you can tell that I've got bigger. But I wanted to, you know what I mean? That's why I was indulging for that 8 weeks. Officially, I've started my fast. So no alcohol for me for about 7 weeks. No alcohol I'll be touching. Even though I'll be going to maybe the drink up, as I said, the following Friday. Nah, I'm alright, man. I'm quite disciplined like that. If I said I'm not going to do it, I'm alright. Now, my eating, I will be looking at my eating as well for the next 8 weeks. 6 weeks, let me put it that way. For the next 6 weeks, I will be looking at my eating. So this week I bought salad and I'll be back on my couscous and stuff like that. Cut out not too much carbs, because I've bulked up. I'm on like 14 stones. I think just under 14 and a half. But I fluctuate. I can get down to 12 and a half, 12 stones, 13 stones. I fluctuate. It just depends what mood I'm in. But I like the bulk up that I'm doing, and it's healthy bulk up. It's not just eating junk food and nah. It's just what boosts me a bit as well is the alcohol. The alcohol, I don't know what it does to my body, because it's the estrogen, I think it says, the fat in the sugar and stuff like that. And my eating, I've been eating a lot more starch, a lot more rice and potato and bread and that kind of stuff like that. So now I'm just going to cut down on that a little bit. Not so much of it. So back to the salad. So yeah, that's the gym. That's the structure I'm going into. And what's the other goal? The other goal for me, that's what I was saying, I was preparing from everybody, from counting down from the 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to now. We'll be looking at finance. I'll be looking at my finance. So I'll be putting some structure into that. I have a target. I'm going to be with some groups of people. So our goal is to say maybe between £6,000 to £7,000. That's our goal. If we can raise that for the year, that's one goal. £6,000 to £7,000. Let me write that down here again. And it's good to write things down. Yeah, this is your kind of like your proof. Yeah, it's important to write things down. Yeah, that's all. You hear me doing it now, so I'm practicing what I'm preaching. And business, I'm definitely going to be looking for business opportunities and looking for investments. What can I do? Traveling, definitely traveling. I'm flying out soon. You will see. Yeah, and just coming up the box, being a bit more daring. Like this YouTube is a form of me writing. It's a record. Yeah. So my for me, remember, first of all, it's self empowerment, isn't it? I use my motto again: empowering people to make informed choices. So this is a form of me making notes, but it's vocal notes that I can look back from now, because now we're starting the year together. So I advise you to do the same. We're starting the year together. And today's the 7th. Yeah, so even me, I'd never wait till the 1st of January to start my fast. No, I start on the 3rd, which is, I think, was a Wednesday. Yeah, that's how I do it. There's some people who will start, because everyone's different, innit? Some people actually start their fast, I think, is it April or May, because that's the beginning of the planting season. So now you can't plant because the weather is cold, innit? If you're looking at it from a metaphysic point of view, you can't plant now. Hence why I went bulk, innit? I'm just bulking up. So what I'm going to prepare myself to do, it will be later on, April, May time, to cut off all that weight. You understand? Because I'm just like enjoying the leftovers from December. It's going to take time to burn off that 14 stones, or tone up that 14 stones. That's why it takes like 6-7 weeks. Remember, I've been drinking for 8 weeks. It takes 6-7 weeks just to rebalance the body. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. And then I'm going to be traveling, and when I travel, you know, you're going to be in around a different environment with different people. That's why I'm not drinking now, because when you go there, someone will offer you a drink, and you just have to be polite. That's the culture, isn't it? You just be polite. You don't have to overdo it, because I've overdone it when I was in Christmas period time. So this is not really a time to plant. Yeah, because you'll die. So what you do, you just look at it like ideas now. You just look at ideas, or you know what I mean. You just put that's why we're putting the notes down. So that's why you have these stuff, and then you prepare yourself for the coming months later on. So today, these months now are idea months. Write down your ideas, what you want to do. You hear me? Write it down. Our goal is between £6,000 to £7,000 to save, and traveling. But remember, my traveling came from last year. I planted that seed from last year that I knew I was going to prepare. So what you're preparing now, yeah, is you're going to set up for the end of 2024, 2025. Because if I was to save 6 to 7 grand, it wouldn't be now. Next time I'll be looking to to see that it will be the end of December, if that makes sense. You understand? So it's like a farm, innit? He has to go on. He looks at the ground and says, okay, you know what? This is not the planting time, but I've got my green garden. I'll prepare my seeds ready. Then you have to go outside. There's a process in it. You have to plow. You have to clean the ground, and put the right soil back in. Yeah, before you plant your seeds. So that's what we're doing. We're taking these notes, and we're doing these recordings, so I can, myself or my children, anybody else can go back and listen to the recording and say, that's how I thought in January 2024. So when December comes around, you should be reaping your rewards. Yeah, because it takes time for it to manifest. So that's some of the goals: traveling, looking for business, adventures, and investments, teamwork. You know what I'm saying to you? Teamwork is important as well. And different streams of income. Looking for different streams of income. Working on self. Self is very important. Don't forget these things, man. Self-love, self-confidence, self-awareness. Yeah? Know yourself. That's the temple of know thyself. Yeah. So indulge in those things. Those are very important things. Those are pillars of who and what you are. So that's how what we're planting. I said not planting. What we're putting down is what the things we're going to plant for later on. We're going to weed out the unnecessary things, the things we don't need from last year. You're going to give up, yeah, and say, okay, these are the new things. Hence why I'm stopping the alcohol to put something else new inside. Yeah. So that's it. So health, wealth, be at peace, bliss, and to be spiritually aware, man. I think that's important for me anyway. I can't speak for someone. Like, to be spiritually in tune. Like, there's a lot of things that's happening. The world's changing, the technology's changing. We're able to communicate with people from all around the world. So it's having that intuition that you can't get from the internet. You can't get from the books. You can't get from your friends or family. It has to come from within. Yeah. So that spiritually in tuneness, to be aware, like, it teaches you, like, no, don't do this. Listen to that inner voice for that guidance and wisdom and the experience. My mum says it, but I've heard people say it as well. They say, what? Old brooms know all the corners. New brooms know new corners, isn't it? So it's like using that experience of wisdom that you've lived so far to guide you for the challenges coming ahead. I'm calling upon that experience, that old mop that knows all the corners, how to move, when to move, listen, you know what I'm saying? Be patient, be still, and know ye are gods. You know what I mean? All of that. That's what we want to bring forth into this new abundant year that we've just started, because we still got the after effect of 2023, and we haven't still left that porthole yet. I think this is a leap year as well. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. We're preparing ourselves. You can't plant yet. You're just looking at the foundation. You take a step back. That's what the experience, the old broom is teaching you. So you don't make your move yet, but you know all the corners. Yeah, man. You gotta go and do cleaning before you can make your move, man. You know what I'm saying to you? The things people are just putting away their Christmas tree. You can't be planting seeds. The weather's too cold. You get my drift. You understand? Or as they say, you understand. So yeah, we're just reasoning. So we're just preparing our mentality. Let's look at that way. We're preparing our who we are before we do anything, before we move forward. You understand? Get your foundation, get your base right. Know thyself before we're gonna go out. You understand? Clean your yard before you go abroad, innit? Clean your mom said put some clean on the way out before you go out, innit? Like, know yourself before you go somewhere. Before you go on this adventure, use your experience to guide you. That's what I'm talking about. Being in tune. Listen to the inner voice. All right. So that's a lot of things I've just touched on. So use, they say, I do not cast my pearls to swine. Use my little drop of wisdom and you interpret it, and may it stimulate you, to enlighten you to make wise decision. Because as I said, I'm just here to empower you to make informed choices. If it's for you, it's for you. If it's not for you, all right, have a wonderful day. All right. So yeah, that's it. Regarding my mum, when I checked her yesterday, she's still in the hospital, man. Wherever you're listening to this, over here in England, the doctors have been on strike. And yeah, so she hasn't been getting the proper care. And it's been nearly coming up to a month, isn't it? So it's she's there, she's okay. But I won't lie to you, because we're family, innit? We're talking, and that's what it's about, sharing our experience and being real, innit? Like, because people might go through it, and by me talking about it, they can relate to or understand where I'm coming from. I've been paranoid since my friend's mum has died. I won't lie to you. You know what I mean? Because his mum went into hospital for a checkup, yeah? And then she got blocked, how do you say, artery or something like that, clogged up something, and she died. So when I went to the 9-night, first when I found out about it, and then I went to the 9-night, which was Monday. Since then, I've been picking up, like, you know, they should show me your friends, I'll tell you who you are, innit? I've been picking up this guy's energy, so I'm paranoid. like, I'm paranoid. Any phone call from the hospital, I'm like, shit, I hope everything's okay with my mum. And that's what I said to you about gratitude. I'm praying constantly, oh God, please protect my mum, protect my mum. Listen, you can pray, but if it's somebody's time to go, it's somebody's time to go. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, I've been paranoid. I've been like, I'm jumping every 2 minutes. So like one of my mum friends, something I'm gonna touch on in a minute. One of my mom's friends called me today, and she said, you know what? I'm a bit concerned about your mum. Like, you need to find out what's happening about your mum. So I said, okay, you know what? Let me I got off the phone straight away, and I spoke to my mum today. I called her, like, Mum, yo, you've been in the hospital for a month. What's happening with the doctors and stuff like that? Like, paranoia just kicking in. I'm like, listen, give them my number. I need to find out what's happening. Yeah, because the main doctors are away, so you have like a house doctor. But today's Sunday, so she's like, no, there's nobody around. Yeah, because when I checked her yesterday, she was in a little bit of pain, and I just said, okay, I'll leave you, and she just went to rest and stuff like that. But that's how paranoid I am. But as soon as someone called me, I was like, yeah, I'll I just called up my mom, checked her up, and yeah, it just, because it's that energy, isn't it? You pick up other people's energy, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's my paranoia. I'm like, shit, excuse my language, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want nothing to happen to her. But she's gone into hospital, and she even caught a virus. Can you imagine that? But they're trying to treat her. She picked up, not a virus, an infection. She picked up another infection. So imagine going in there for one thing, and that's what happened in these hospitals. You go in there for one thing, and you catch something else. So yeah, my paranoia has been on that a lot. And I was discussing, we have a men's group, and I was discussing it with my men's group about having conversations with our parents about like a will, because I'm going to discuss that with my mum, because the guy I'm going to for the funeral, he's been cremated, his mum's been cremated, and I was discussing it with my mum's friend. I was like, yeah, I think my mum wants to be cremated. She said that to me, but she didn't put it in writing. My mom's friend said, no, I don't think that's right. And the conversation I had with my men's group was like, I don't want to be fighting because it's such a stressful thing when someone passes away. I don't want to be fighting with your relative, brothers, sisters, auntie, cousins, friends, whatever it is, about because they know your mum, they have an interest and they're like, no, she said she wants to be buried. But I'm like, no, she said to me she wants to be cremated. So I don't want to go through all these arguments and hassle. And I'm like, you know what? I'm saying to them, me personally, I'm going to start having a conversation with my mum about what does she want. Yeah, and then my mom's friend said like, well, you're trying to kill the woman. I'm like, no, I'm not. I think we as people, we are scared. For me, I'm going to do it. You know what I mean? God willing, I live to my 50s, but I might actually speed up. I'm 3 years away from 50, but I might actually speed up and just write my own will because there's nothing stopping me from doing it. So I can just put things down like what I want, like what am I leaving for my children, like, so there's no squabbling, because as I said, the worst thing is that when someone passes away, you're all emotional and we have no kind of leadership, because someone might step up and the other person is like, why are you taking charge? Who makes you? But I'm like, I'm the oldest. And like, so what? Because you're the oldest, you think you know better? No. So it's easier for me, I feel, yeah. And I'm the oldest. For me, I think just because you see around you that there's just a lot of family infighting. And I just see that my friend mum just passed away and I'm like, you know what? 2 brothers, there's no sister there. There's a house that's left over. My brethren's got his own yard. Like, what happens to the mum's house now? Like, who's going to live there? Like, all this kind of stuff. So I think it's important. Imperative is the right word. Like, to put things down, because also you don't want to pass on these burdens onto your children. And as I said, I'm like, I wasn't aware of it till about maybe 18 months ago. I thought when you die, you can just go to the graveyard and bam, you get buried. And then someone said to me, no, you have to buy your piece of plot of land to be buried on. And sometimes it depends on what country you're in. Yeah. Every 5 years you have to renew that. If not, someone can come just bury on top of you. That's what I'm saying to you. We as people, it's like just being financially aware. We're not aware of these things. So someone passes away and it's all crazy, break hell. As I say, some of us can handle it and some of us can't. Me personally, as I said, I'm getting paranoid because I think it's just the emotions. That's what it is. I'm just picking up other people's emotions, and my mum happened to be in hospital. However, I think it's a very important point that we should address as your parents get older, because I come here to care for my mum. These are the things that I have to put in place. Yeah, we had some issues with her credit card. Someone was doing fraud or something because she's away. Yeah, the bank. I'm trying to talk to the bank. They're like, we can't speak to you. I'm like, listen, but I'm the carer for my mum. They're like, nope, we need permission. I'm like, you see, all of these things, I'm only now figuring out that I need like power of attorney. Like, I've said that right. To speak on my mum's behalf. So I had to physically go to the hospital, take my mobile phone, call up the people. And because my mum is like, she can't remember everything, she kept failing the security. We got there in the end, but it took us over an hour and a bit just to get past the security. Just because they were asking her questions like, oh, what was the last payment you had? And she's like, she's been in hospital for 3 weeks. She doesn't know. And for me, I haven't got no statements on me. You know, like you guys called me because somebody was doing it. And the guys, listen, I can't answer that question. I can't tell you that. So I had to block the card. The process was long. So it just taught me. And I said, everything you go through, it doesn't have to be a negative thing. Yeah, that's my point I'm trying to get out as well. What it does, it teaches you that you need to get your shit together. Let me put it that way. Because we procrastinate. Someone is waiting for the next person to do it. Or, because me, I won't lie. I've kind of just laid back and just like, shoot, cool. It's only until shit hit the fans, I realized like, shit, I can't even speak on, although I'm the carer for my mum here. I have not put nothing in place that gives me that power to speak on her behalf. So I'm like, you know what? When she comes out of hospital, I need to be a bit more diligent. And that's what so we can learn through these conversations. Like, just put things in place. Yeah. Like, writing a will can cost you, I don't know, we're just talking about England, maybe like £300-400 in England. Just put down what you want. How do you want to be buried, or if you want to be cremated? Yeah. Where do you want your body to be? If you are cremated, would you like me to throw your ashes in the sea, or bury it here, or keep it? Like, what would you like me to do? Because I think these questions, like, it's relative, very important, but we just procrastinate. We put them off. So it just like, going back to about, it's not about planting the seed. It's about, we're in winter now. We're using this as metaphysics. It's about clearing the ground. You can't plant nothing now. So when you do have these things in place, which is the planting season, if something does happen, you're able to plant the seeds, because you can bring this piece of paper and show your brothers or family and friends around you, this is what the person's asked me to do. I'm just following out the instruction as a trustee of what this person. So if this person has left this much money, it is my job to say, okay, this belongs to you. If the person has left me this house belongs to me. If the person has left me that car, whatever it is, that car is, you know what I'm saying to you? It's just putting things in place, and there's nothing wrong with that, because it saves a lot of problems. Yeah, because we do it with our bills, or some of us do it with our bills. You have your direct debit, it comes out every month. So you do the same, innit? You say to your children, this is what I would like to have, and this is who I like to be my beneficiary out of this. You know what I mean? So that's what's been going through my thoughts. Yeah, because the buck will stop with me, whether I like it or not, because I'm the oldest. I am the next to king, whether I like it or not. They'll be saying to me like, would you know? I'm like, I don't have a clue. So it means, as I said, I've got some clearing to do for this new year. Yeah, I need to start putting things in place and be a bit more responsible for the person that I'm looking after. So, and I will step up to the plate, and that's what I've been doing, because it came to me and I'm like, I can let this paranoia break me or make me, as they say, isn't it? That's what it comes down to. Because eventually we all have to go, whether you like it or not. Even me, I have to go. So I'm learning, because that's what life's about, isn't it? We've made it this far. And if you've made it this far, at least put things in place to help the next generation. You know what I mean? If you've got a bit of money, put it in place. It's like, okay, this is what I'm going to leave to this person or that person. So yeah, that's what's been plaguing me. You know what I mean? But it's about you using the information to empower yourself, not for me to dwell in it. As I said, I'm just sharing. So whatever situation you're going through, just take a step back. Because every time I said, like, I've just taken on it's just somebody's energy. Because if it wasn't for my friend's mum passing away, I wouldn't have these thoughts. I'd be like, yeah, my mum goes to hospital because she's got an infection, innit? That's standard. She always goes to hospital, like, like, you know, my mum has different illness, you know what I mean? And it's normal for me to, like, my mum be in hospital like 2-3 weeks. So, like, I'm used to this. She's always been like that, you know. She has bad asthma and she has other issues and stuff, high blood pressure. So yeah, I'm kind of used to it. But it's the death that scared me. That this person can die. You know what I mean? Like, from just going to hospital, and I can relate to it because my mum's in hospital and his mum just went for a checkup. She was just there for a week and she died. So that's the paranoia. You know what I mean? So what it then, as I said, you can look at every situation. You can either grow from it, learn from it, or just dwell in it. And I'm not that weak-minded to dwell in it. Hence why we talk about it. To say that, yeah, these thoughts have come to me, but I'm not allowed these thoughts to dominate my life. Because just thinking about it, you can manifest something like that. You know what I'm saying to you? Because it's an energy. It takes on a particular persona. Because you're feeding it. And it manifests itself, and bam. You bring stress on yourself from just thinking about it. Through that paranoia. So that's why I said to myself, where am I getting this? Like, you're allowed to question yourself. Hence why I say I have these conversations, so you can reason with me, or you can reason with yourself. It's normal, and that's why I can explain to you why it's normal, because I've been around with somebody, hence where it says show me your friends and tell who you are. I've been around with someone who's gone through a traumatic experience. And by me being with that person, I'm picking up their energy. It's not my energy, but because this is a personal friend of mine, you understand? I'm picking up that person's energy. And because I'm picking up that person's energy and my mom's going through something similar, I'm trying to put it together, but the picture doesn't fit. The puzzle doesn't go together. You understand? It doesn't fit. So I have to take a step back and take a bit of fresh air and say, no. However, what can I learn from that particular situation that can help me and my family? So if something like that to happen later down the years, okay, I've put A, B, and C in place. You understand? So discuss with your family. What would they like? You know what I mean? Where would you like to be buried? Have you got life insurance? Yeah, that's something I've personally been procrastinating. I've said that when I get to my 50, I will put a life insurance on myself and say to my children, okay, this is what I do. If it's like £6-7 a month, I put that aside. So if something happens to me, you get a little money, but not only that, it covers my burial costs or whatever it is. Because I think it's important for us to do it. I think it's important because I see many people struggling about it. Another thing, just quickly to touch on, I'm not really a big fan of 9 nights. Yeah, I get the concept. I think it's very expensive. I think we put on a lot of these things like, it's like eating soul food. We've picked up a lot of these old habits that bad food cooking is not for us. But because we see our mum done it, our grandparents do it, we say, oh yeah, it's our tradition. Something that tradition is not always good for you. It's bad cooking habits or eating habits, and we just pick it up. No, for me, you show respect to the dead. But, and I say each is for everybody. I think I'll just bring from a handful of people and just say, you know what, they show their respect, but to have like this big party and all kind of stuff, I'm not doing that. Yeah. Because as I said, when I was there and I've been to a few of them, people just come and take the piss. They just get drunk and, you know what I mean? And the person's going through trauma at the same time. And you're just there drinking out their alcohol, eating up the food and making noise. And I don't know, each to their own. Each to their own. But as I said, we discussed it in my men's group. And one of the guys' mum said, my friend's mum said, if she passed away, she doesn't want nothing. She don't want nothing. I don't want no 9 nights. I don't want nobody at my house, nothing like that. And so I say it's each their own. Me personally, I think I can't. I don't know. I can't do it. I'm just not in the mood to be entertaining people when your family members passed away. Not for me. I can't do it. And we talked about speeches. My friend is not giving a speech, and I can relate to that. Because I think I'd just be a nervous of wreck. You know, I'll probably ask my brother to do it, yeah, or ask a family member. My friend, he has asked one of our friends to give a speech because he can't do it. You know what I mean? It's and kudos for him to saying that, because I'm like, I probably do the same. I'll probably say to my brother or somebody, say, listen, can you do a speech on my behalf? I know it's my mum, but I think I think I would just break down and cry. You know what I mean? I just think I would just break down and cry. You want to do? I think I would do it. I want to do it in church. I think if you know, like when some people have the body at home, or you know what I mean, it's different ways how people do it. I think if I had a small gathering in my house, 10-15 people, I think I'll do it in that circumstances to say, you know what, say my good farewell bye and stuff like that. But to stand up in front of the church and do it, I'll be a nervous wreck. I won't lie to you. So I think, as I said, these are the conversations that we have, like, and it's something to think about. That's what I'm saying. I'm just bringing awareness of it, because guess what? It happens to all of us. I had to give one for my granny, and I was just totally chatting shit. I was in Ghana. I was just totally chatting shit. Like, oh, it was everybody's different in it. For some people can do it, some people can't do it. My aunties them couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's such emotional. It's very emotional. And if you're a very emotional person at that particular point, you're gonna break down. Because you know, that's what it said, temple of know thyself. You kind of know yourself, so you know what you're capable. Like, no one has to tell you that. You know your character. You know yourself at a certain point. If you go to a dance, if you drink a little alcohol, you might get a bit more bubbly. You get me? You'd be a bit more confident. But if you took away that alcohol, you're just like, I can't really approach that girl or a woman or that man. You know what I'm saying to you? You know yourself. That's what it said, temple of know thyself. I'm just sharing with the family. I'm just sharing my honesty with you so you can understand, overstand, hear where I'm coming from. Some of us can do it and some of us can't. You know what I'm saying to you? So I think it's just we're just having a conversation. And I'm just expressing how I feel and some of the things that I see around me at this particular moment. How I feel is somewhere how my brethren feels. He's like, I can't give a speech. Yet his mum's passed away. And I don't blame him. Some people are like, nah, you can't do that. I'm like, it's each to everybody. Everybody's different. What works for you might not work for me. What works for me might not work for you. So that's it. But yeah, it's just reflecting on life and understanding ourselves as individuals, as human beings, and how to deal with our emotions and our challenges and how we overcome our challenges. That's all we're having a conversation about. Like preparing the year, like where we're going to see ourselves at the end of the year and how to overcome and clear away the weeds before we plant our seeds. And these are the uncomfortable things that we must start before we end. You know what I'm saying to you? That's what it is. We're just reasoning, nothing else, and no pressure on nobody. We're just expressing our feelings and the challenges that we go through. What we call is life, and this is the energy I'm picking up from my friend who's actually going through these things right now. So I thought I would just share some of the energy I've picked up and how we deal with these challenges, or how you can deal with these challenges. But you just change what the challenge is. It could be a relationship for you. It could be work. It could be your child. You know what I mean? It could be your husband. Whatever it is. Like, just this one happened to be our parents are not feeling too well, and how we're going to overcome them. So that's it. Life is an up and down. It's like a roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy it. Enjoy the ride. Yeah? Enjoy the ride. You know what I mean? So have a wonderful day after all of that. And you gotta laugh and smile. You got to laugh and smile. You know what I'm saying to you? It's only one life you have. But I've just thought, you know what? First thing in life you got to do is clear the weeds, clear the rubbish that you have. You know what I mean? Because you can't plant your seeds until you clean. That's life. You got to clean. Have those uncomfortable, and that's the conversation I'm having. Have those uncomfortable can't get the words out. Uncomfortable conversation. Yeah, it's like cleaning the weeds. You gotta clean the weeds before you can plant the seeds, and then you can see the trees grow, nourish, and then we all can have abundance. You know what I mean? So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I thought I'd come and just reason with the eyes and just express how we're feeling, but just go forth, have a wonderful and blissful and enjoy the week, because officially the week starts now, because most of us have been on holidays. I said children are back to school officially from Monday. Most people are back to work. You know what I'm saying to you? Like, back to reality, innit? Back to reality. So that's it. So stay blessed. Keep your head up. Yeah. Use the example that I just given here, that you have to clean before you can plant. And life has many challenges that we have to deal with. You just have to deal with it and be strong. This is temple of know thyself. Know yourself. Know your abilities. Know who and what you are, and you shall overcome these challenges. So from words of Salongo, as they say, I reasoning. Just have a bliss and wonderful week. Stay focused, and you will succeed with it. Whatever you got in your mind, whatever your ideas are, just go forth and you will be successful. All right, my people, for 2024, have a blessed and wonderful day. I love you. Take care. And next Sunday, God willing, we should be here. Same time, same place. All right, take care.